Welcome to the Mike and You podcast. This is your boy, Big Frenchie, aka the Mike A16 on Twitter. Hit me up. Hey, I'm on Twitter, X, Blue Sky, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. Hit me up. I'm with my main man. I almost forgot all of them.
I mean, you still probably left one out, but I am UNKC on X, and that's the letter, not the word. Are you even active on Blue Sky? Because I can't even, I can't, I'm going to be honest with you.
No.
I don't even know what Blue Sky is.
Well, you know, Jack.
I don't know.
The former CEO.
Nope, don't know Jack.
Well, that was a good one. The former CEO of Twitter.
Jack Dorsey. Yes, maybe I do have a Blue Sky, but I don't remember.
You got to get code to get.
I think I do have a Blue Sky, but it wasn't worth trying to get no codes. This ain't no exclusive club, fam. This ain't the Venetian.
Look at you using words I don't even know.
Anyway, we keep it moving.
We have a great show for you guys today.
Do we?
See, that's just in Spanish.
Yeah.
Thursday game. They had their first ever Black Friday game. We got voicemails. And we got picks. And we got flowers to get to. But before we start, how was your Thanksgiving?
Great. Uneventful, to say the least. I had to go 5 different places, 2 different families. I didn't have to do any of that. I just stay home. I had to work, but I don't mind that.
Oh, quadruple time.
Yeah, definitely not.
My Cash App is, I'll tell you afterwards.
I don't need to know, but I appreciate the thought.
I took me and my parents, I took them over brother-in-law Tim them house for Thanksgiving. So we was over there with my brother-in-law Tim, my sister, and their kids. So
that's cool. Mom had a good birthday?
Oh, see.
Good.
Oh, speaking of birthdays, happy birthday to nephew Xander.
Yeah.
Sandman.
His birthday is today. He had his birthday party last week where he was Spider-Man. So he's into Spider-Man now. I don't know where that time happened. I thought you were supposed to be 9 or 10 before you get into Spider-Man. Why are you kids into Spider-Man at 5? He got an older brother, so I guess that's what's it.
Blame the parents.
No.
It's in your household.
Don't blame me for anything.
Did you mix your sweet potatoes with your macaroni?
No, we didn't even have turkey. None of that stuff. We ain't had none of it.
What did y'all have?
We had roast beef.
Mississippi?
No.
Just a regular chuck roast?
I mean, that's how I did it. I did it my own special way. I didn't stress over nothing. No muss, no fuss. It's good, man.
People came over?
Heck no.
That's the best Thanksgiving ever.
I mean, yeah, but it's more. I got more stuff to do. I would have to take off for that type of thing. So I didn't. And I'm glad I didn't.
Green bacon casserole?
Dude, no. Yuck.
Did you even have macaroni?
No.
You ain't black.
My folks don't do macaroni, which is weird.
It's only cheese and noodles.
My branch of the family does not do macaroni. My kids don't. My wife don't. And she makes fun of me she makes fun of me all the time because we love macaroni. I'm like, when I first met her, I was like, you don't like macaroni and cheese?
It is just noodle and cheese.
Y'all telling me y'all don't make sure there's mac and cheese at Thanksgiving, and they don't have mac and cheese. They never have mac and cheese, not even once.
What about?
Not even once. What's up with that?
Did you have sweet potatoes?
No, I don't do sweet potatoes.
What was your size?
Rice, honey glazed carrots.
What's the rice with butter
roasted
and sugar?
Potatoes. What?
What's the rice with butter and sugar? Or are you a salt and pepper type guy?
I did the honey glaze.
No, I'm talking about your rice.
Oh, the rice. I'm a salt and pepper dude. What?
You don't put butter and sugar on it?
You about to make me cuss. No.
Why not?
That's disgusting, bro.
You a lie.
What in the world? I'm not eating Rice Krispies here. Not no Rice Krispie treats.
816-654-6883.
This dude said butter and sugar. Trash.
All right, let's go to Monday Thanksgiving's games. The first game, Packers 29, Lions 22. So on this game, was it a snooze fest?
Where
was this Packers team at?
Look, man. Look.
Before you start,
Go ahead.
I'll be telling you people.
Go ahead.
You didn't believe me back in the day. I'm like, people listen to us. I'm like, these teams listen to us. Because how many times we said something, the next thing you know, what we said happened. A lot of times. It's a true story. Ask Mo Horton. He can tell you. But anyway, you was on LaFleur, and he coached one of his best games ever Thursday. Because he listened to the podcast, baby. Right?
Look, first of all, I never thought about it this way. But yeah, he gonna know. Like, they came out and they was putting the hurt on Detroit. Like, they still had Aaron Rodgers. They was putting the hurt on them. But the Lions battled back and they made it a 6-point game? 22 to 28?
29 and 22.
29-22. And so, they made Jared Goff look like the guy that the Rams traded.
And that's why I said they shouldn't do that contract last year.
They made Amon-Ra St. Brown look like Equanimeous St. Brown.
A Chiefs wide receiver?
The Bears wide receiver. That too. Well, let's just say the Bears wide receivers because they're actually all right on some level. It was very interesting. They started off from the jump. Jordan Love started off from the jump, just hitting them. And Alan, was it Alan Lazard?
No, it was Watson.
It wasn't Lazard. It was Watson. And they was everything that was happening was they was getting it. And then the production just stopped at some point. And then the Lions just slowly crawled back in it. And then at the end, they had a chance to take it over, but they obviously could not.
I just wonder where was this Packers team at? Like,
sometimes when you lose a figure like Aaron Rodgers, it takes you weeks to get that back. It takes you a while to figure it out. And while I still don't believe Jordan Love is the final answer for the Packers. I think you probably could do better if you went and found somebody. However, I will say this. Normally when teams think they can do better, they wind up not doing better. It's like, run what you brung. I didn't say that before though. The
Lions got an issue on the offensive line if they're not running. Their run protection is good, but their pass protection,
I don't know if I would say they have an issue. I just think that the Packers
last few games.
I agree. I definitely agree that there has been an issue over the last few weeks, but they do have I think they have a good offensive line for Jared Goff.
Now when
let's put that caveat in there.
When they running, I agree with you.
But if you notice, they're get the ball out of your hand type of team. Amon-Ra St. Brown and those guys are like quick off of the line of scrimmage, and they can get open in that 10 to 15 yards, or you get most of the guys that get those 10, 15 yards, Laporta, and then they can get you deep somewhere down the line. But yeah, I do. There is something to say about that offensive line. They probably just need one more piece. Trying to think of where that piece could be, because I do still like Penei Sewell. Shut up. The man's name is not penicillin.
I didn't say nothing, bro.
You didn't have to say nothing.
But you know, I agree with you on the line in like the first few weeks, like first 7 or 8 weeks.
Yeah.
But this is a bad time to start breaking down on the pass protection as the season go along.
You definitely dang right.
And you, like you said, Goff is probably what 15th best quarterback in the league.
Who? Oh, Goff, yeah.
So
yeah, I'll give him 12.
You don't have
maybe 11.
You don't have people like Mahomes or a Lamar Jackson or even a Deshaun Watson that can, when the pocket breaks, you can just go ahead and run for it.
Right.
And can go in the backfield and juke somebody for a hot second to make a throw. Golf is not that tight. So I think they need to, in the coming weeks, work on that. Let's go to the next game. Washington, huh?
I don't know, man. They got to figure it out because I've seen a lot of people run out of. This is the time where a lot of people run out of gas. That was hot at the first part of the season,
and that's them right now.
And
that's their line, offensive line.
They could be that, and that's the worst when you go 5-0, 5-1, 5-2, whatever, and then you just have a mental breakdown at the end of the season because you put so much into the first part of the season. I would say the Dolphins, but they just beat up on bad teams.
Yeah. Then they just lost the second seed.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
And with that win, helps Green Bay. And if they go on a little roll, you can be fighting for your division crown.
Don't Green Bay?
I'm talking about Green Bay is like 5-7, I think. But still,
why do I feel like they're worse than that?
But they still got a little.
Yeah, you're right. 5-6. They're 5-6. The Lions are 8-3.
See what I'm saying? That 3 games, still a lot of game left.
Yeah,
a lot of games left.
Yeah, I gotta put just because. And by the by, just because the Packers did so well in this game, I got to deduct some style points for them allowing the Lions to crawl back into it. I got to take some points off of that. Yeah, they won, but
that's fine.
Y'all came out blazing, and then the fire just went out at some point, and they almost had a chance to win it on that last drive. So,
and one more thing before we go to the Washington Cowboys. Laporta, I text you and Mo Horton in that group text.
Yeah.
I was like, is he a rookie? I was like, damn. First of all, it seemed like it's been a long season. Because even last week, you're like, damn, it seemed like the Chiefs hadn't played in like 2 months since Germany.
It felt like it.
But also, Laporta is balling, and he moved like a veteran.
He moved like a young Travis Kelce. He does. And I'm not saying that to
we thought that was
put that on
Hockenson away.
No, I still think it was crazy. You're stupid. You could have had 2 of them dudes. You could have Amon-Ra St. Brown, Hockenson, Laporta. Come on, bro. You could have owned the middle of the field. But I don't know if Hockenson was down with the plan, whatever. I don't think he bought it in. And I think that's why they traded him off, and the Vikings really won.
And they got a nice 2-headed running back.
Mm-hmm.
With Montgomery and rookie from Alabama.
What's his name?
I want to say Swift.
The first one. The first draft pick. I can't even think of it, but whatever.
All right, let's move to Washington Commanders. Don't play that stupid song. 10 and Dallas Cowboys 45.
What happened?
Commanders 10. And good job, Mo Horton, for not getting blocked in the group text.
Oh, what? What did he do?
I said congratulations.
What would he have done to get blocked?
That Commander song, he would have tweeted it, texted, whatever. And the Cowboys 45. Interesting.
Murked.
Interesting.
What's that?
Cowboys ain't beat nobody that's over 500.
Mm-hmm.
Are they fries?
I was gonna ask if that's. I was gonna ask you essentially the same thing.
They doing what they supposed to do.
And this was a division game. So you know this opponent more than you know, just the average random NFC team. So yeah.
Could they be frauds?
They can be. They frauds every other year.
Except for my boy Micah Parsons.
Okay, stop. Sometimes bro just brings himself into things that he don't need to. And it's just like, bro.
Yeah, just play ball, man.
So sometimes I do believe this age of self. What's the word I'm looking for?
Entitlement.
Not entitlement, but more self
glorified.
Not preservation. Self. I don't even know the word I'm looking for. Proclamation. That ain't it, but we'll go with that. Sometimes I think just being that is a lot, and maybe we should just go back to playing ball. But I can't hate on them for doing what they need to do to secure the bag.
Yeah.
And that's what he's doing, because it sounds like his podcast is doing
very well.
Supreme. Yeah, it's up there.
That's how you know that NFL got that funny money.
Haters can't stand us. Oh, left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders. All right.
See what I gotta go through.
All right.
After Thanksgiving, this is what I gotta go
let's talk about the Commanders, because after they got murked,
they fired
in Dallas. They fired Jack Del Rio and Brett Wieselmeyer.
Ron Rivera trying to save face.
Well, I mean, that's what they do. You start firing folks, you the next one, i.e. the Bills.
Okay. Fire McDermott.
I didn't say that.
That's what you're hitting
But
at.
That's probably what's going to happen.
So,
unless they make the playoffs, they might have to keep them if they make the playoffs. But that's the Bills. We'll get to them. Yeah, so the Commanders didn't really stand a chance with this game. The offense, the Cowboys' offense is really good. CeeDee Lamb came out of nowhere. This fool. What is you got a problem? You got a problem, bro.
I didn't say nothing.
You have a problem. Okay. And Deron Bland. He's the new record holder for pick sixes in the season. And he still has what? This is week 11. Dude
week 12.
Well, yeah. Dude has 5 games to go. That's crazy. And you could tell as soon as he got that interception, he end zone is where I'm headed. And I'm like, so are these fools about to just allow him to walk into the end zone? And then he got to the 50, I think it was a 50, and I was like, these fools gonna let him walk into the end zone. This is embarrassing. What's his face needs to be gone today.
Ron
Rivera needs to go today. Gotta get him out of here.
And Magic tweeting again.
And Magic's gonna tweet. Not that he shouldn't, but I guess that's the thing. That's the thing. He gonna tweet after every loss or something like that.
He tweet after every game, whether they win or lose. The last
he a minority owner, bro.
The
like Beyonce, have a seat. When you what? Let me not say Beyonce.
Yeah.
I don't need the Hive coming after me.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers have a seat when the Bucks lose. That's what it means. Like, I know he's minority owner of the Bucks. Bro, relax. Thank you.
The nightcap for Thanksgiving game. San Francisco Big Fish.
That's
San Francisco
a morning
49ers.
cap. What? That was a morning game. Like, I looked up
31. The Seahawks 13.
I was expecting that game to be at night. And then I look up. We already 5 minutes into the first quarter. I'm like, are you kidding me? Supposed to be at night. Everybody's still sleeping from being up overnight at Black Friday sales, which, by the by,
What?
ain't really Black Friday no more. But we gonna keep it.
That San Francisco game was at night.
No, it was lights out, but it wasn't at night.
It was nights out. For us, it was nighttime. 7:20 p.m.
No. Why do I feel like that was in the daytime?
You talk about the Black Friday game.
Yes.
I'm talking about the nightcap of Thanksgiving, San Francisco.
Oh, I forgot it was. I didn't forget it was through.
Seattle.
My mind. I thought we were moving on.
We are to the night game, Thanksgiving night.
Oh yeah, that's why I forgot about this game because they got murked. That's why the Seahawks got murked.
31-13,
and they were never in it. They were never in this game, not even once. I'm trying to think. They frustrated Geno. Although I will say this, that lime green jacket, parka, whatever Pete Carroll had on, dope. I ain't no Seahawks fan, but I'd rock the snot out of that. I
thought you were about to talk about them lime green jerseys.
Yeah, I don't hate the lime green jerseys.
Too much lime, though.
I don't hate the lime green at all. I actually like.
I remind you of DX, don't you? Just put a little black.
Now that you say it, yeah.
Put a little black in instead of blue.
But yeah, I enjoy their color scheme, but they might as well put red on it because it got bloodied. It got bloodied on Thanksgiving night because the Seahawks were served as turkeys on that day.
And that what made the Niners jump to the 2 seed and the Lions go to the 3 seed. Now we're going to yesterday's game, Black Friday, which I don't know why the NFL put it on at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time.
I don't understand.
While people is out shopping, like you said, people still sleeping from a hangover for Thanksgiving. All the college football games that was on and college basketball tournament was on. It's like you put it at 2 p.m. Everybody's thinking about their college rivalry game at that time.
Even still, I think they realized it was the Dolphins and the Jets, and this wasn't as big as they thought it was going to be.
Since Aaron was gone?
Mm-hmm.
Pushed up the time.
It's like, I don't even think they pushed it up. I think they realized after so long because I just think they realize it is what it is at this point. We'll figure it out. Jeff Bezos paid us this money. We'll take your money. That's fine. We're okay with it.
How you gonna give up a pick six on a Hail Mary? Only the Jets.
I understand. Only the Jets. I get the pick.
Uncle Charles Jets.
I get the pick. That happens. That can happen with a Hail Mary. But a pick six,
99 yards.
I'm like these. I'm like these fools.
I
tweeted it too. I'm like, this is shameful behavior. Absolutely shameful. Y'all just gonna allow this to happen. Tim Boyle, that little whatever he did, trying to tackle him. I'm like, this is ridiculous. And that basically jump started because they were in this game. They were in this game at halftime. What is it, 6-7 or something? It was something crazy like that.
Their defense always keep them in.
It wasn't a bad game for them up to that point. But once that pick six happened, that was the shot to give the Avalanche to go in. It just
Tyreek got to be involved in MVP talk, right?
No, he doesn't.
No.
Who do you pay more, the wide receiver or the quarterback?
I didn't ask you who get paid.
No. I asked you that. I asked you that. Who do you pay more?
Well, right now.
No. Who do you pay more, the quarterback position or the wide receiver position? Will the wide receiver position ever be making more than a quarterback? Therefore, he'll never get the MVP, most valuable.
Well, if that's the case, Peyton Manning won when he was injured. Got a coach was what 0-13 before they won their first game. MVP, most valuable player. They would have won. They'd been like 13-0 if he was playing.
If it were Fitz, we'd all be drunk.
Nah, not
If
me.
it were Fitz, if and Butts were candy and nuts, then every day would be Christmas.
Everybody don't eat candy and nuts for Christmas.
Nobody, they all do.
Nobody does.
You do.
816-654-6883. We gotta go to my favorite part of the show, the voicemails. I hope the are called.
Why?
Cause Matt Canada got fired, so I want to see if he say something about
Oh,
it.
you know he said something. You know he was gonna say something.
I hope brother-in-law Tim called because he had some interesting takes.
Tim always got some interesting takes.
I hope Big Fish called too.
We'll see.
See, I didn't say nothing about Mo Horton.
You didn't block him, so it's time to deal with it.
Mike Mutis Dar here. Christmas came early, as you know, as the rest of America knows. Steelers have fired Matt Canada as incompetent offensive coordinator. There's no way he should have lasted that long. He should have been fired last year. I don't know how, I don't know why it took Mike Tomlin all this time to finally realize that the offense was not moving. The dude was terrible. We had no business losing to Cleveland on Sunday. That was his undoing right there. We had the ball with 1 minute and 38 seconds left, and he called 3 conservative plays. That was his undoing right there. And I told Ashanti, I told her when we was in Columbus this past weekend, all I want to know, I'm not listening to nothing my Tomlin has to say. I'm not watching none of this press conference or nothing. So I know that he has told us that he has fired Matt Canada. And lo and behold, we're driving home from Columbus and Shanti says, babe, you want to hear the good news? I said, what is it? I have no idea what she's saying. She said, you got your wish? I said, what are you talking about? She said, y'all have fired Matt Canada. I said, I don't believe it. And she showed me Adam Schefter's tweet. He has 10,900 followers. I told her, you will give me extra Christmas gifts for this. Extra Christmas gifts for this. This is our Christmas right here. He has been fired. I'm excited. I'm happy. The Steelers, we're now about to get back on track. We're going to beat Cincinnati Sunday. You guys, the Chiefs, I don't understand how Patrick Mahomes not getting any fantasy points. I don't understand what's wrong with you guys' offense. But a lot of you Chiefs fans are talking about, oh, we don't miss Eric Bieniemy, blah, blah. It shows in your offense. You guys ain't nothing without him. That offense ain't doing nothing for 3 straight games in the second half. You guys' offenses did utterly nothing. It is showing that you guys miss Eric Bieniemy. He may have been a hard-nosed coach to players, but he got the best out of them. It seems now that you guys are lacking discipline somewhere on your offense. Your wide receivers can't catch a cold. That ball was right in his hand. It took excellent leadership by Patrick Mahomes taking the blame for the scrutiny that wide receiver Valdez is going to take. Because he blatantly lost the ball, dropped it. This door. I'm out. Peace, fellas. Steelers, we're back.
What's up, guys? This is audience of one Mo Horton on the X app, calling with my text this week. I just wanted to call and say shout out to the Aura. I know he's excited and happy that they got Matt Canada up out of the paint, and they're more sufficient offense. I know they've been wanting to fire him for a long time now. I just wanted you guys to speak to all the coordinators getting fired mid-season like this. Ken Dorsey got up out of there. I just saw that the left-hand up commander just fired Jack Del Rio. That's a lot of coaches getting the axe, getting the boot so far. So just wanted to see what you guys thought about all of that. And also just want to ask a favor out of my brother to you. Just talk bad about the Eagles defense, man. Just talk bad about our secondary, as a matter of fact. Maybe they'll play better on Sunday. Because every time you talk bad about somebody, every time you call one of these players or one of these coaches or teams dog water, they go out there and ball out. You talk bad about Trevor Lawrence. He ripped off 5 straight wins in a row and played well. You said the Packers and Matt LaFleur wasn't a good team, and they just beat them down on the Packers yesterday. So just help me out, you, and just, give out talk bad about the Eagles defense. Maybe they'll ball out against Josh Allen on Sunday. Appreciate y'all letting me call. Take care.
What it do, man? What the woman say this morning, man? I mean, hey, can we catch a cold, man? It's sad. It's sad. It's disgusting to watch. But I blame Andy Reid. I told y'all last week. I blame his fat ass. I blame Patrick Mahomes, the whole organization, for this mess. If they don't go out and address after this season that they really need a number 1 wideout, then all window is closing, like the Broncos, the Bengals, the Bills, even the Indiana Colts, even the Jets. They keep up with this nonsense. So, like I told y'all, I will always say it. So they prove me wrong. I will always miss Eric Bieniemy because he was that guy that put them in their place. It wasn't as easy as missing catch. It's like a basketball player. If you don't feed him a ball, how will he catch the ball? On crucial time. It's like a point guard. When Jordan went through the hole, he dished it off to Paxson. If he ain't just feed him knock that 3 down, how would they win that third ring? You gotta feed these guys the ball. And Travis Kelce got fed and completely did fumble the ball. He's out here going to feed touch flip, whatever he's doing, he's been focused on catching the football also. So I blame his bitch ass, Mahomes punk ass, and Reed's fat ass for the nonsense that goes on in the organization. So all those guys are in my toilet bowl until I prove that could be worthy, that they capable of doing this and changing stuff around. But right now, they in there. Hey, y'all have a nice weekend.
Big Fish Niner Nation, Big Fish Niner Nation. Making a late take, fell asleep, long week, Thanksgiving the whole night. Hope everybody had a blessed Thanksgiving. Hope everybody considered those who are less fortunate while we eating all this food and having all this spread. I see a lot of people every year in the world who are in need all year, so let's keep them in mind as we give thanks and celebrate with our families and enjoy the great blessing. Niners, looking good. Need a lot of work. Need to get some more guys involved. Brandon Ayuk saved us last week. Super Bowl, I'd like to see it, but still not quite ready to say just because how we playing. Brock Purdy's back on. He's doing some great things. However, he looks great when things are perfect, when he's got all of his weapons. But y'all know how I know, just like I know, rather, that come January, come late December, when it's really time to go deep into the season and go deep into the playoffs and whatnot, injuries is relevant, always relevant, always relevant. So what scares me about us going to the Super Bowl is I notice when everybody's not present, or not everybody, even if it's just 1 or 2 guys not in, Purdy looks average. Don't mean to put it all on the young fella, but he's got to develop in some areas that are uncomfortable. Stay in that pocket. Stop panicking. Quit looking like your hair is on fire. When you look at that Minnesota Vikings game. He can take a note from Kirk Cousins. I know Kirk Cousins gets a lot of flack, but Kirk Cousins actually is a pretty good quarterback to me, especially in certain elements of pressure. He handles pressure well, almost borderline Brady-ish. If you watch Brady when he was playing, no matter what was collapsing around him, he stayed in that pocket, relaxed, and delivered that ball. Cousins is kind of the same way. He ain't worried about getting hit. He's not tripping on none of that. He's worried about getting the ball to his teammates. So I think if Purdy learned that and grasped that, I think he'd be a better quarterback. So he's still pretty young, but he's doing good things, and we'll see. Still don't have Kittles involved. You know, I don't know how you're going to go to a Super Bowl and not get my man Kittles involved and got him blocking and doing all that. That stuff looks good, winning regular games, but when you get down in there, you need all hands on deck. So that's my take on the Niners. Listen, Chiefs fans, y'all got to calm down, man. Y'all got to calm down. I know y'all lost to the Eagles. I'm actually tired of telling Chiefs fans to calm down. Chiefs fans don't know how to accept success. Like I was saying, Jalen Hurts drops that ball, and the Chiefs win. However, now Chiefs fans feel like they're supposed to dominate. If you notice, the Eagles got better. Chiefs only got better on defense. Chiefs lost weaponry. They don't have the weaponry they once had on offense. That's why Mahomes is starting to look funny. He got a lot of guys dropping balls, not running routes, you know, the proper routes and all of that kind of stuff. The reason why the Chiefs lead the league in drop balls is because they do not have the same offense as they had last year. So my predictions, I actually predicted this about 4 weeks ago. I predict the Chiefs-Eagles. Audience of one, I know you want them Eagles to go. I feel like they're going to go. I predict Chiefs-Eagles again. I was saying this weeks ago, I think the Chiefs and Eagles will go to the Super Bowl again, except for this time, the Eagles will be victorious. So that's my Super Bowl pick. We'll see what my Niners going to do late in the stretch and see how Purdy can handle the pressure of certain defenses. Other than that, I want to give a take real quick on this hip drop tackle. Anybody who has played football at a level, whether it's little league, high school, college, I played all three areas, middle school, little league, high school, and college football. That hip drop tackle is a dangerous method of tackle. I'm one that wish they would kind of consider looking at reevaluating that style of tackle, kind of like the horse collar. It's happened to me twice in a football career when I was young. 2 times when you're running, what the defender doesn't realize is that when you're running, your legs are underneath you. And so when somebody grabs you by your hip and drop all their weight on you, your legs can't get off from under in time. And that's why you got broken fibulas and broken bones and legs getting broke, because that's a lot of weight, especially on the NFL level. That's a lot of weight coming down in the hips to where the player that's running can't get his legs off from under him in time to handle the weight of another player coming down in that hip area. So I just hate to see players starting to get injured, not just season-ending injuries, career-ending injuries. So maybe we can talk about that and see what y'all think about that. But those are my takes. Eagles will have a test this week against Buffalo Bills. I think Buffalo is going to bring the wood. So we're going to see. I'm looking forward to seeing that. So that's my take. Big Fish, Niner Nation, happy Thanksgiving, happy holiday.
Thanks for calling 816-654-6883. Let's start off with the Aura. What you got?
Matt Canada should have been fired last year. But the one thing about that is, as much as we tend to be, as fans, creatures of I don't even know what the word I'm looking for is, but they wasn't rushing to no decision on that. So they properly evaluated the man, and he got fired this year. So yeah, it was needed. It was necessary for sure. It was necessary last year, but they're not gonna make any rash decisions on that.
That's the Steelers.
And that's how the Steelers operate.
He said something about the Chiefs.
He said the Chiefs miss EB, lacking discipline, and the wide receivers can't catch.
A code.
What do you think about that? I had to ask you.
Well,
I don't know. I mean, look, and you know what? I'm gonna wait until you say something. Go ahead.
Drop some, you win some. Catch some, you drop some.
Okay.
That's all it is. Like,
look here.
They more professional than I am.
Look here, hot hands Hanen from the Little Giants.
Demetrius Harris.
Grease hands Harris. Here's the thing. If you look at the penalties when EB was there, we still led the league. So what do you mean discipline?
What do you mean discipline?
What do you mean discipline?
We
still had a lot of offensive penalties a lot of offensive penalties. Almost led the league in penalties for the time he was here. At least I know for sure last year. So where did we talk about discipline there? The receivers just aren't number ones. Period. Now you could
have no number ones last year.
These receivers aren't number twos either.
Have no number twos last year.
That's not true. Juju was the absolute number two. And not to mention, Travis Kelce ain't what he was. Are we ready to admit that? Are we ready to admit that? Y'all ready to admit that?
Where's his head at?
I was see you trying to bait me, and I'm not going to allow it.
That was a serious question.
I'm not going to allow it. That man has admitted that he's thought about retirement. He got himself a woman.
Allegedly.
The best part of one of the better part of a relationship is the first part. You miss them all the time, you bottle up their scent so you can smell it everywhere you go. You rub all up. It's the best part of a relationship. And where's he at? That honeymoon phase. So you just mad at your girl. Yeah. Dude's not there mentally. He just not. What do they call it? Nose wide open. Nose wide open. Not only that, but the wide receivers just can't catch, and there are no. I don't even think are they 500 receivers in our? I don't know if they even will make 500 this year. You know what? It doesn't matter.
All right,
and we talk about lacking discipline,
And that's
we lacking a lot of talent, not just discipline, talent.
All right, let's go to you and your love fest.
What?
Because
what? Hold on.
And Mo Horton had a little love fest going on.
Hold on.
Congratulations. Y'all should have saw the text message in the group. Congratulations.
We can't all have.
Congratulations.
We can't all have the Mac as our quarterback and just be out here marking folks and stuff. We can't all do that.
Y'all was like, oh man, that was a good game. Congratulations. Y'all put up a good fight. Yeah, congratulations. I'm like, boy, get a room later, bro. Y'all supposed to be going at it, baby. Yeah. So what did Mo Horton have to say?
He said there's a firing spree of offensive coordinators mid-season. I mean, there's a lot of teams not doing so well. Like
Bill O'Brien.
Stop.
What?
Can we be honest? Offenses are not doing as good this year as they have
the NFL
been.
wants them to do.
Yeah, as they have been in the past, which means defenses are not improving. That's not the word I want to use. defenses are catching on to what works. So that means that if the NFL wants to change things, they're going to have to find a rule to tweak it and make it about the
And
offense
they will.
again. And they will. They've done it before. So watch for the rules to change at some point. I don't know what rule it is, but something's going to change. So defenses are catching on, and shout out to Spagnuolo. He caught on. Like this is just as much about that with the Chiefs defense as it is about them just being able to improve.
Mm-hmm.
He said every time I talk, just like y'all got a problem. Every time I talk bad about somebody,
they listen.
They end up coming out, and I don't know, man. I don't know what's up with the.
You like the black Skip Bayless around here?
Hold on. Now you've offended me. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with their defensive backfield. I've never been a big fan of Slay. Now, let's be real. I've never been a fan of Slay, even when he was with the Lions. He was good, but I don't know. I've never been a fan. Just a fan.
Understandable.
Bradbury. Yeah.
Then they just cut somebody too. Barnett.
Derek Barnett. Yeah, the defensive end. Which I talked about somebody that they're probably going to bring in. That's why they cut Derek Barnett so they can bring him in. I can't remember who it is. Linebacker. Darius Leonard. Darius Leonard from the Colts, because Darius Leonard got cut. And he's a linebacker, so he plays. He's clear waivers, if I'm not mistaken. So they might be looking to bring him in. But
if the Niners don't get him first,
it's a good point. So look, man, he knows I love the Eagles.
There's a bro love.
Shut up, man. We can't all. We like good teams. You like bad teams. What can we do?
Somebody got to root for the
LSU's bad compared to years prior.
Mizzou.
That's fine. Did you get to 10 wins? Barely. Yeah, you might have.
No, we suck.
And that's what I thought. So do the Patriots. We can't all have a sucky team to root for.
It's all good.
Yeah.
We suck on purpose.
No, that's definitely true.
But yeah,
man.
Brother Tim.
Chiefs receiver.
Andy Reid.
He said the Chiefs receivers can't catch. And he blames Andy, Mahomes, and the organization. And then he says you gotta feed these guys the ball.
And they all got flushed.
What? Hold on. You Chiefs, I wrote this down because this is what you said. Chiefs receivers can't catch. And then later on you said, gotta feed these guys the ball.
They can't catch because they're not getting fed the ball.
My guy.
What?
My guy.
Me?
No.
Woo! My God, Gene.
No. These dudes can't catch.
Then why you hiring?
They're not number 2 receivers.
Why you signing them?
They're number 3. That's a great question. Like, I had my doubts about, like, I was off the Sky Moore train this year. Sky Moore cut. I'd bring DeMarcus Robinson back before I let him. Shut up.
Say DeMarcus Ware.
I'd bring DeMarcus Robinson back before I let Sky Moore take the field for this team again. That's the realest. And y'all know how I feel about DeMarcus Robinson. Say where again? Anyway,
because you was thinking about McLemore and that horrible. I mean, I said
McLemore. Now that you put the national anthem on my head, yes.
What was that
Jerk.
dude? They did the halftime show. Jack Harlow.
Oh, Jack. Oh, yeah, that was bad. But then
that's why you're thinking of DeMarcus Ware.
But then Dolly Parton out here working 9 to 5 too. I know that's right up your alley.
Oh,
like it's
Beyonce,
Taylor Swift, and
Dolly Parton.
There you go. Shut up, bro.
Definitely Dolly Girl next year.
And I'm not hating on you blaming Mahomes, Andy, and the organization because they the ones put themselves in this position. But we got to realize we got to take it with a grain of salt because they still only got 3 losses. They still need to realize the error of their ways and go bring in somebody.
All right, Big Fish, Niner Nation.
How does everything look for Purdy when everything ain't so Purdy? That's the big question. And that's what he worries about in the Super Bowl and the playoffs for them. And I agree. He said Chiefs fans don't know how to have success or not have success. And I do agree.
Yeah, because y'all the Tide Pod generation.
I do agree with that.
Eating Tide Pods.
I do. Like it was all coming downhill, but then you just realize we only got 3 losses. Relax a little bit. But
just relax.
I don't know. It feels bad. It feels horrible. Chiefs Eagles Super Bowl. He feels like that's gonna happen, but he thinks the Eagles will win. And I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. The Eagles have not gotten to the place where they want to be yet. And they still got time to do it because I don't feel like they kind
of remind me of the Royals.
To me, they remind me of the same thing they were last year. I don't feel that they got to where they didn't want it to be until December. Maybe after, what was that? Did they beat the Cowboys last year in November? Anyway, we got about 8 minutes. They didn't round into shape until last 4 games. And I really thought that was what gave them the push through the playoffs. The hip drop tackle is absolutely dangerous.
Very dangerous.
It's absolutely, because then you land with your whole body weight on lower extremities. So they got their body weight and your body weight on them. That's 500 plus pounds, 200 plus, 300 plus pounds. And if it's a defensive tackle, woohoo. So there's that.
Raji.
No, shut up.
My God. I wonder what he's up to.
I don't know.
Anyway, let's roll down to the picks.
Oh man, we got to roll through this.
New Orleans Saints at the Atlanta Falcons. I got New Orleans.
I got New Orleans too. That's a division game.
The Aura Pittsburgh Steelers at the Joe Burrow-less Cincinnati Bengals. I got Pittsburgh.
I got Pittsburgh. T. Higgins won't be playing this game. And that's a division game as well.
Carolina Panthers versus the Tennessee Titans. I got Tennessee.
I actually got Carolina on this one.
All right, we'll see.
We'll see.
Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Indianapolis Colts. I got the Tampa Bay coming back.
I think I got Tampa Bay too.
New England Patriots at the New York Giants.
New England, give it to me.
I got my boy Sasquatch
Saquon
Barkley in the New York Giants.
Don't do that.
Jacksonville Jaguars at the Houston Texans. This is for first place of the AFC South.
And I don't know who to pick on this one. I'm picking CJ Stroud, but
I'm going Jacksonville Trevor.
But like this is a game where Jacksonville should win this game.
Jacksonville need to win this game.
Absolutely.
Get a 2-game lead. Cleveland Browns at the Denver Broncos.
This is gonna be a good game.
We can't believe we saying that at this.
I really can't. I really can't. No minimal offensive production, but defense looking good. So I'm picking Cleveland.
I'm picking Cleveland as well.
I would pick Denver, but I actually don't care. Like Denver's got the defense, especially, but I'm still picking Cleveland.
The Los Angeles Rams at the Arizona Cardinals. I got the Los Angeles Rams.
I got the Arizona Cardinals. They get their third win?
Your boy back.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Murray.
They won last week because of that.
They lost.
I mean, they did lose. You're right.
It's your boy Kyler Murray though.
I just remember
this might be a good game actually. Kansas City Chiefs at the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh, it's going to be a good game.
I heard Max Crosby's out, doubtful.
Really? Nah, I hadn't heard that. No, this is going to be a real good game.
He ain't practiced all week.
They like the AFC West is not as bad as we originally thought they were going to be. So
they're all coming in late.
We lose
the Chargers.
We lose a fourth game. That means they ride on our tails. So I got the Chiefs obviously, but it's going to be a real good game.
I got the Chiefs as well. Buffalo Bills at the Philadelphia Eagles. This should have been the
Sunday night game for sure. You're right.
I got Philly, but I can see Buffalo winning.
gonna get it. Buffalo is desperate at this point, so I think
And
this.
Philly due for another loss somewhere.
I do agree, and they only got one, so they can afford it. But even still, the Buffalo Bills got that win last week, and then
Buffalo's one of them teams that beat the teams they not supposed to beat and lose to the teams they supposed to
they're
beat.
just a wild card, in my opinion. But we keep it moving.
Who did you? Oh, you said Buffalo.
Yeah.
Now the Sunday night game, Baltimore Ravens. Is the running back playing?
Eckler? I don't know. Oh, the Lamar, is he injured?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was injured. Now that I think about it.
See, you
as
know
far
who
as
the
I
running
know,
back was, see?
shut up. As far as I know, he's supposed to be playing. I hadn't heard.
Baltimore
anything.
Ravens at the Los Angeles Chargers. I got the Chargers because I don't believe in the Ravens.
I know you don't, but I don't see why not. But I got Baltimore, and mainly that's because
First game of the playoff.
that's the Chargers.
You know.
But
I got the Chargers. Monday night game. I don't know how Chicago keeps
Yuck.
getting these primetime game. Chicago Bears at the Minnesota Vikings.
I'm rolling with Minnesota.
Minnesota should have it.
I would pick Chicago, but I'm rolling with Minnesota.
I have Minnesota as well. J.K. Dobbs.
Yes, that's mainly the reason. I like that.
Oh, I'm sorry, Joshua Dobbs. J.K. Dobbs.
Dobbins is Dobbins. But anyway.
You got any flowers?
And now, our flowers segment. Take a little time to appreciate the people in your life. Call or text us someone that has positively influenced you. Time to give them their flowers.
Big Frenchie Flowers goes out to Big Fish of Niner Nation. Great dude.
A1 dude.
Met him really around about 9-10 years ago. Been a solid dude from the start. You know, been over his house a few times watching games, Super Bowls. Always a great host. You know, always a good friend. Always willing to listen and give you advice if you need it. You know, I mean, it's very rare you find genuine people out there these days with no motives.
Absolutely. You know that's crazy. You're right. You're definitely right.
We met up at the bar a few times out, met up at Hooters and my BD Mongolian place. So, shout out to Big Fish, always good, genuine guy. Need advice worldly or spiritually, he always there. No judgment, good guy. So my flowers out to Big Fish, Niner Nation.
They still got that BD Mongolian
and
Independence?
See.
That's the only one I can think of except for the one in Overland Park.
I've been to that one like 1 time, 2 times. That's time I was with Sluts Love Duck.
Where he at, by the way? Where you at, Duck?
Probably drunk somewhere else. Them
The town
Broncos.
The town
Them
drunk.
Broncos.
My flowers, I really didn't have one today, but my flowers go out to Barry Sanders. I know he had that documentary drop, and I can't remember. I keep forgetting to look at it, but I plan on looking at it today.
I'm glad you ain't Scott Mitchell.
I heard about that too, but I do think Barry Sanders was dope. Just poetry in motion to watch. Absolutely crazy. Like, we've seen running backs run over people. We see Derrick Henry stiff arming what's his face, but Barry Sanders was able to just take it to the house at any time. And I do believe, had he not retired, he would have been the all-time leader in rushing yards.
Because he walked away the season
way early.
The season he could have broken, he walked away.
Way early. He could have put the bar so far ahead and you know what? I miss him. Shout out to you, Barry Sanders.
Until next time, be safe, be easy. And remember, bad meat is greasy.
Deuces.